Hi, Nipper and I would like to say welcome to the Gothic Bohemian Salon. It's the dead of night, and I'm here all on my own, just once again lonely and thinking about all of you out there. So I thought I would do sort of an anti-haul. Basically, like I did before, I reclaimed items from your own house haul. Almost like going shopping in your own house. This is when you take things that you previously thought that you were never going to use or do anything with, and you decide that you're finally going to get around to doing it, or you think of new ideas for things that you've had for a while that you were going to get rid of. So, I love you. Such a cutie pie. So I went through my house a little bit earlier because we're cleaning up after the sale and we're starting to put things away and take things to various places to get rid of them. And I decided to, like I said, reclaim some of these items and some other stuff that was kind of going to go by way of the Goodwill because I believe in waste not, want not. And I thought I would show you what I'm keeping and tell you what I was thinking of doing with all of it and give you some ideas. And what I'm going to do later is I'll do some DIYs on the changes that I talked about or whatever changes I think of between now and then, and we'll do some DIYs together. So that's my plan. Sound like a good one? I hope so. And I'm just going to start with saying to Nipper that you're going to have to go sleep over here for a minute or two while we do this, right? That's okay, isn't it? Yeah, my baby. Okay, here we go. Over you go. There you go. Oh, don't complain. There you go. Sleepy, sleepy. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to reclaim is this necklace here. I was thinking that it was too tight, didn't go with my other stuff, it didn't look right with my black clothes, yada yada yada. Well, it looks great. What was I thinking? So I'm going to keep it, and I'm not going to do anything to it. I think it's great the way it is. I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to wear it with things like this, because with things like this it looks really good. So necklace. Second thing, these are actually this is actually something that occurred to me as I was looking at these in the shop. Ooh, I'm stuck. Help me. Okay, I'm going to take off a couple rings because they're going to snag. Okay, so I was in the shop and these were on sale. I think I got them at the I got them at the $1.25 store on Market Street in San Francisco when I was down there not too long ago. And I saw these for 99 or $1.25, and I thought I can make these into little gloves or arm things or whatever. So these are trouser socks, what they call trouser socks, and they're really great lace, as you can see, and they came 3 designs to the packet. So the other design, now I've misplaced one of them, it's around in the flat someplace, so you're only going to see 2 of them, but the other design is this great lacy fishnet design. I don't know if you can see how fishnetty that is, but it's very fishnetty. But it's also lace, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to turn these into little arm things, arm gloves, arm warmers, but with glove bits at the ends. And I'm going to do it a little bit more cleanly and sort of, what's the word I want? Elaborately than just snipping off the ends and sticking your fingers through. because I've made a lot of gloves out of socks, and um, you know, I've learned how to do it in a much more finished, sort of pretty way. So I'm going to show you how to do that when I do that video. Then, and I bought those, so that's a bought thing. So that's not so much finding something in the apartment, but whatever. Okay, and then for some reason, I don't know why I put these in the sale, because these are really good tights. Maybe I thought they wouldn't fit anymore or something. But that doesn't really matter, because what I've done with most of my tights anyway is just cut them off at the thigh and just worn them with like little garters and kept them up that way, because most of my tights don't fit me anymore. But these actually look like they might stretch enough, you know, that's pretty stretchy. So that might work actually. So I'm reclaiming those. And now the next thing is something that I thought I'd definitely be getting rid of. But I was thinking about it, and I realized that I could probably not only make this a great DIY project, but I might actually be able to make this into something pretty interesting. So this is can't really see it too well because it's all black, but this is a little kind of bustier thing, and it was blue denim. It's stretch, which is kind of great. See? Stretch. And it's denim, but I've dyed it black. And the front laces together with these little eyes, and you can find eye tape with just the eyes at your local fabric store sometimes. So it laces up the front, but it has no boning in there, so it's very floppy. So I'm going to put some boning in there and make it less floppy. Then in the back, or actually to one side, it has hooks and eyes over here to get it on and off. So you basically don't undo it by the front at all. So I might actually, I'll put some boning down the front, maybe a few more than, you know, just one piece. And this goes over the bust a little bit, like that. So I'll probably maybe put a bone that goes all the way up, if I can manage that, or maybe two. Anyway, this could be dressed up by some lace and flowers or something. This could be made really interesting. So I'm going to see if I can make this into something great. So that's a reclaim. And then the next one you saw in another video, and I believe we talked about doing something to make this better anyway. And that was this little top, this little tray Gothic top. All this really needs is some decent boning in it to kind of be a little bit better. And the other thing about it is that, of course, it's way too small for me right now. But it's not, well, actually, it's not that much too small that I can't add a piece on either side and make it bigger to fit me. So you could make that piece out of, or use velvet, like not stretchy velvet or slippery velvet, like the cotton type of velvet, but you could use that and put two pieces, one on each side, the same width, to increase the size of something like this. You want to put the pieces on the side, not the back or the front, because then the seams won't be in the right place. But you want to open up the side seam and put a piece on each side, and then put some boning in there. And the other thing that we could do is we could add trim and lace to this too, and make it really, really beautiful. We could even add like a little bit of a strap or something that almost looks like a sleeve. You could put hanging jewels, you could put black beads coming down in the center, from like a rosette or something like that. There's a whole lot of things you could do to this to make it really nice, and I'm gonna see what I can do about that. And once again, we'll do it as a DIY, and I'll show you the various steps as I go, and hopefully you'll get inspired and do stuff like this on your own. And the last thing like that that I'm inspired to reclaim is also a piece that you saw in that video, and I'm trying to figure out which part is the top. I think this is the top. Yeah, this is the top. So anyway, it's this one, and that's really nice material. I mean, it's not high quality material, but it's a nice color, it's a nice feeling to it. It's not as strong as you might like for like a real corset, of course. But once again, we're going to put boning, real boning in, and we'll put a waist tape, in other words, a ribbon going inside around the waist part. And we'll put a piece on either side to make it big enough so that it'll fit me. Maybe a stretchy material, like the center back here is stretchy. So it's already a lot bigger than I think, but it's still not quite big enough for me. And then the other thing that we might do, which might make it a lot easier, is we might make it lace up, and that'll make it easier to get in and out of it. Well, it'll make it fit better, actually. It already laces up in the front, kind of like the other one, but you don't really want to undo this kind of lacing. In fact, I think I'm going to add a thicker lace through here so that it's thicker, so that you can't see skin through here. Either that, or I'll put a piece behind it so you can't see skin. And then the other thing, which would be great, is to add some trim, once again, like along the top edge, maybe something, a rosette, kind of something here. I don't know, there's a lot of things you could do. And you could if you find some chiffon kind of material, some see-through, like this fabric that I'm wearing here, this chiffon see-through stuff, you can make a really simple sort of off the shoulder kind of strap sort of a thing, and you could put a lot of roses and have the strap. There's ways, and you could really make this nice. So reclaimed, and once again, another project, DIY, that I will do on camera. And then I've looked at this one a bunch of different times, and I'm still kind of waffling about it, but even just sitting here, I'm thinking, so I'm getting some ideas. Now, you're going to groan maybe when you see this, but this is a dress. You see, this is the top of the dress. Kind of scary, huh? But it's black velvet, and these little rhinestones are sew-on rhinestones, so taking them off and using them somewhere else would be really great. But this is like all smocked kind of looking, so it's all elastic. It's kind of gross in a way, but it's really stretchy, and it stretches all the way down here. Now it's a dress, so there's a whole skirt that belongs to it, see? And this is all a really nice black velvet. So what I was thinking was, if I cut this dress about like that and make this upper part a waistband, have it still be stretchy and have that zip. There's a little zip in the back. You just reduce the height of the zipper, which I can show you how to do on the video when I redo this. You reduce the height of the zipper and just fold over the top a little bit, like half an inch or so, and stitch that down. Stitch on above each half of the zipper so that it can't unzip all, all the way off. And this might be able to be a skirt, like a nice skirt. And the other thing I can do is it's a really nice A A-line. So an A-line means it comes out that way. It's got a lot of room in there. So what we might be able to do is put some ribbon in the back. You put a ribbon like towards the waist area, and then you put another ribbon about 6 inches down from there, and you put them on the inside of the skirt where you can't see them, and then you put one on the other side. You do them equally on either side of the middle, and then you tie those ribbons together. So you tie them together like this, so that it takes the material and ties it together like that, but on the inside. And what that does is it creates a bustle. That's how you make a bustle, actually, is by ties on the inside underneath in the skirt. So I'll show you how to do that. And if I do that, then I'd have a skirt that could be like a little upper part of a bustle skirt, which would be really great. And then I could just wear it with a lot of longer, lower skirts, and it could be a really, really great little accessory-ish sort of skirty thing. And let's see, I think that's almost the last thing. I'm just looking around to see if there was anything else. Yeah, almost the last thing. The last thing I'm going to reclaim is this piece of fake fur. I don't know why I thought I needed to get rid of this, because it's really nice. It used to have some elastic in it, so it actually used to kind of bunch up like this. It was kind of cool that way. So maybe I can just stitch it so that it does something like that. And then I could put a little frog or just a hook and eye and just have a little neck piece, and I could wear that out at night or whatever. Or I could cut and make 2 cuffs and use the balance of it as a collar. So you cut like here and you'd have that much for a collar, right? So you could put that on a cardigan or something, and then you'd have the bottom part as your cuffs. So you'd cut that off there, you'd have your cuff, and then you'd have your top part. Put a little hook and eye again, and you've got a little little neck piece, and that you could put on anything, a coat or a little sweater, or if you're wearing just a dress running outside, you just stick this around your neck and you're warm, So those are some ideas for redoing some clothes and reclaiming some things from your own house. I hope it's inspired you to think of ways that you can save some stuff from the Goodwill, where it may just languish and never get bought by anybody. And I hope that it's inspired you to think of your clothes in a different way. I'll try to do tutorials on how I do these things. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. I really liked Shariah's Tika video, the way that she demonstrated it on a flat surface and just kind of showed you what she was about to do. And I think she used some titles. I'd probably talk. If you have ideas for a good way of doing it, I'd appreciate hearing about them. So please put your comments below. And of course, I love your comments, and I read your comments, and I respond to most all of your comments. And if I don't, it's probably because I'm not sure what to say. But I read all of them, and I appreciate them so much. And thank you so much for joining me in the Gothic Bohemian Salon. I hope to see you soon, and good night.